Never seen such an awesome man. Wearing only one pair of underwear at the beginning. Realize the era of freehand personnel evolved directly into the Iron Age. Not only did he make various tools for himself. Hurry up and grab your phone with about 70% battery. Let's watch the process of decompression of this episode together. Pharaoh 2. There is only one pair of pants left all over the body, because he believes that optimistic people can't have bad luck. A naturally formed cave appeared in front of him. Definitely a feng shui treasure for building a shelter. At 1.58 meters, he can only bend over inside. It obviously doesn't work in the original way. While he was frowning and wandering in the rainforest, this material is extremely tough. He's going to make a container first. Then, according to the machine couple, the basic principle of the symbol to see the quadrant is compiled. He got a nice little basket. He also plans to make himself a pair of shoes. Ensure that the gaps between are tightened to a minimum. Then he took off some bark. Finally put it on and insert it into the sole. A pair of limited edition flip-flops is ready. Now for this foot scratching terrain. In order to successfully refine the iron cannon, he cut plantain leaves into rectangles and fastened with hemp rope. Then draw the size of the blower on the ground. Collect some clay. Get the outline of the blower. So he smashed a groove in the surface of the stone. It's a lot smoother to turn like this. Satisfied, he then put support on it. Confined spaces will have more firepower. Next, build the furnace next to the tread. Make a honeycomb hole in it. Shoot it up after it dries. As for the shape of the finished product, I won't say, with the ancient fan. The way to live, of course, is to drill wood and make fire. Holes are pierced through wooden sticks for breathing. Tied to a stick. Also saves a lot of effort. Then he sharpened the small stones. But that's not convenient enough. Then reassemble. It is said that time is the only criterion for testing truth. Pharaoh can be righteous. After getting charcoal, under the continuous delivery of oxygen by the blower, hungry and thirsty, he peeled off the coconut skin like a beast. But Pharaoh has always been optimistic. Pharaoh based on years of experience. Using the chemical principle that carbon has reductivity. Then put it on the furnace to dry. Lao Wang went to the surrounding area to collect more soil. It is convenient to make more wooden blankets. He opened a circle of vents below. Then he collected more dry wood around. Improve space utilization in the kiln. Seal the top with loas. After waiting for the interior to ignite, just be patient and wait for the carbonization to be successful. Lao Wing carefully knocked on the earthen kiln. Now, he has an endless supply of xylose. Then throw the earth ball containing iron into it together. The next thing he has to do is crazy antique. Release thousands of degrees of heat. After running out of charcoal, keep adding charcoal to it. After 49 repetitions. This results in high-quality iron particles. But in the wild, this thing is more precious than gold. Now, there are previous successful cases. Of course, this process is also very difficult. Lao Wang just got 1 or 2 boutiques. He mixed the clay with some wood blankets. Then comes shaping. It needs to be stacked layer by layer. As a traditional all-round craftsman, wait until it dries before putting it in the furnace. The bigger the flame, the stronger the pottery. But Pharaoh is not satisfied enough. Until the whole cup turns red. Just listen to the sound. Then he continued to increase his firepower in the furnace. Wait for it to burn red. As the firepower increases, it's an extremely long process. Pharaoh didn't close his eyes all night. He's going to make a poured mold. The mold must be free of edges and corners. Now is the best time to pour. Too late to wait for him to cool down slowly. So you get a tetanus blade. Crazy friction cutting. He tested it. Chopped wooden stick. After the handle is split in the middle of the short wood and tied firmly with hemp rope. But having a knife is not enough. So he smelted more iron particles this time. Still the same. Wait for the iron particles to melt into molten iron. Finally, it is poured into the mold. Because of this, the chisel is still relatively dull. Doesn't need to be too sharp. The hammer only needs to be bound to the wooden handle. It's new, so he still uses the same vines. Made a fish cage for fishing. Lao Wang copied and pasted several times in a row. Let the fish go. Screws attached to rock blocks. Smash it to get the fishy smell inside. Distribute one by one into each fish cage. You can see that there are many baits. Then be patient. 2.5 hours blinked by. Although not many fish are caught in each cage. It's barely enough for Lao Wang to have a full meal. Put a flat stone plate. After the surface temperature is preheated, although there are no seasonings. After eating and drinking. To finish today's highlight. Using the principle of thermal expansion and contraction, will become crisp. Can see some salt. Rock wall at this time. And the only thing to pay attention to in this process. This process is not difficult. Eventually up to 2 afternoons. Gravel on the ground has 2 butts. There are many such flat stone plates at the bottom of the river. Spread it evenly on the ground. Standing under one of his bridges. Spread in every corner of the ground. Lie down and try. In the end, he melted all the iron particles. I don't know how many years this process has been repeated. After polishing. Finally secured with hemp rope. A wild shadow tomahawk and you're done. Can't wait to find a log to test. Soon a log was easily put under the ashes by him. Intended to be used as a shelter material. Pharaoh kept waving the axe in his hand. Measure the length of for lamps with your fingers. Finally, step on it with your little foot. Then grooves are processed at both ends of the log. Cut terror in the middle with the chisel. This is the so-called tenon and mortise structure. Build house. The room is still there. Reassemble the frame. But enough for Lao Wang to live alone. Next is the construction of the wall. Then follow the previous method. Then he also cut grooves in it. Lao Wang did the same. He marked the foundation frame with charcoal and firmly into the fixed. Pharaoh has enough time to finish this. to chase the morel by the river. Then continue to build the remaining half of the wall. This family is gradually traveling. But Pharaoh just didn't speak. Until the wall is raised to the right height. Also drive wooden nails on it. He's going to keep hitting with the hammer. After the construction of the shelter wall is completed. Looking at the sawdust-covered ground. He arranges the processed logs neatly. Then he sharpened one end of the log. I didn't expect this purely handmade door. Just be at the top. You can install the gate. Open and close the door to test. It's as silky as lubricating oil. Pharaoh is very satisfied with this. He needs to build the roof of the shelter. He pinned the descendant extending from the top. Frame the roof. Many stone plates were collected again. So he used a pen. Then carefully knock off the edge. I have to say, he punched holes in the slate brick with the hole punch. After getting enough, used as roof tiles. Even if it rains heavily, not a drop of water will seep into the house. Pharaoh's new home is finally done. Take advantage of pioneering skills. Drive away without saying a word. It is said. Pharaoh is not satisfied with this. He just went back to the hut he built with his own hands. It may be a little uncomfortable at first. It feels very good to bite the juice in your mouth. After eating and drinking, take a beautiful lunch break. Living by the water. The point is that he only has this pair of pants. He plans to build a bridge in front of his house. Pharaoh soon collected enough logs. Then cut grooves in it. Then set a crossbar to connect it. Lao Wang made a total of 3. Then tie the vine and pull it up slowly. The other side is also pulled to the same angle. Cross them. But he still gritted his teeth. After getting a solid pier. And for the fixed method. After completing the main frame of the wooden bridge, lay it on with wooden nails. Considering that it is not safe to walk at night, wait until the bridge is built. Withered vine old tree crow. Considering living in the wild for a long time, he still uses clay. Wait for it to dry. 9982 minutes after refining on fire, the finished product looks very good. Arrange them in the shape of petals. After the action of high temperature. Sizzling. Take advantage of this. Then put it on a slate and chop it up. Pharaoh is very satisfied with this. I even put a small red flower on it. He was willing to hide. Since then this number. Finished Lao Wang. Live safely through the rest of your wild life.